Hello everyone, my name is Parsai. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I want to talk about what you can do if your application gets refused. But before we move forward, please subscribe to our channel and enable notifications. Refusal of an immigration or visa application is unfortunate, but it could happen to anybody. And then after the refusal, you need to think about your options. If your refusal is based on the merits of your application, then you usually have different options. One option is to go through the federal court system. When you are applying through the federal court system, you need to hire an immigration lawyer, and that immigration lawyer needs to file for leave of judicial review within 15 days when you receive your refusal letter inside Canada, or if you are outside Canada within 60 days. And if the leave is accepted, you can go to a hearing or you may settle with the government of Canada. Keep this in mind that judicial review system is not an appeal system. It means that if you are successful, it doesn't mean that the immigration authorities will approve your application. They simply reopen your application, and then another officer will look at your application and decide whether to approve your application, ask for more documents, or refuse your application. There are alternative options to judicial review as well. For example, one of them is called request for reconsideration. What you usually can do is that after refusal, because usually the refusal letter doesn't give you enough information, you can file for officer's notes. When you receive the officer's notes, you review them, and if you find out that the officer made a significant clerical mistake or a significant mistake in law or facts, then you can get in touch with the officer and request a reconsideration. An officer will review your request for reconsideration, and if they are convinced, they will reopen your application, or they may even approve your application. Keep that in mind, that reconsideration does not necessarily become successful. In fact, the success rate for reconsideration is extremely low. Another option is to apply from scratch. So if you still meet the requirements of the application and your refusal is not based on inadmissibility to Canada, then you may apply again. But remember, it's your best interest is to review the officer's notes and try to address all their concerns in your new application. However, if the refusal is based on inadmissibility to Canada and an officer has found you inadmissible to Canada, the situation becomes more complicated. In those situations, you probably need to apply for something like TRP or temporary resident permit, sometimes for a permanent resident application under humanitarian and compassionate considerations, or if you are facing a removal order from Canada, you in certain cases can apply for PRA or pre-removal risk assessment and alternative options. When you are facing refusals, it is in your best interest that consult with a professional and ask them for your options, because sometimes the options that you have are more than what you think. One more thing is that if you are already inside Canada and you face a refusal, you also may lose your status in Canada at the same time. In those situations, you usually have to up to 90 days to apply for restoration of status from the day that you lost your status in Canada. I have another video about restoration of status. I will post the link below this video and you can watch that. But at the end of the day, actions after refusal completely depend on the nature of the refusal, the nature of the application that you have made, and of course your personal circumstances. That's why it is in your best interest to talk to a professional. I have dealt with many refusals and try to help different people to assist them with the applications after refusal, and some of those applications have been successful. If you want to get connected, remember that I have more than 11 years of experience in the field of immigration. I'm an unrestricted RCIC or regulated Canadian immigration consultant. My title is RCIC-IRB. I can represent you to Immigration Refugee Board of Canada as well. And in fact, if I find out that you have the right to appeal under Section 63 of the Act, then we may be able to apply for an appeal and assist you through that process. I'm also the author of the bestseller book 88 Tips on Immigration to Canada on Amazon.ca. You can check that out as well. Please subscribe to our channel, enable notifications. If you need assistance with any immigration application or resolving any immigration issue, please get in touch with us. I have the contact form link below this video. Till next video, see you.